Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about one of the most iconic video game consoles ever, the PlayStation 2. Whether you were an early adopter or you caught up with it later, there's no denying that the PS2 left a huge mark on the gaming scene. But what exactly made it the best console? Well, so we're going to dive into why the PlayStation 2 is considered to be the greatest console of all time by many people. From its groundbreaking game library to its innovative features, the PS2 is a legend in the gaming world. So sit back, relax, and let's revisit the magic of the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 is known for its incredible game library. We're talking about over 4,000 titles, which means depending on the type of person you are, and whether you're into action games, RPGs, sports, or platformers, there's something for everybody here. The PlayStation 2 has a game for you. Some of the most beloved and influential games of all time were released on the PlayStation 2. Titles like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas push open world gameplay to new heights, while games like God of War 2 brought epic storytelling and cutting-edge graphics to the system. And let's not forget about some of the most iconic franchises such as Ratchet & Clank, Sly Cooper, and Jak and Daxter that helped platformers reach a new level of success, and so many more. Because of how successful the console was, developers were also not afraid to take any major chances or risks. This allowed for developers to create many weird games like Katamari Damacy, Under the Skin, Mr. Mosquito, and many more. Because these risks were being taken, the PlayStation 2 garnered a treasure trove of hidden gems like Okami, Time Splitters, and Eco that really helped shape what the PlayStation 2 has become today. Not only did the PS2 have great games of its own to play, but it was also backwards compatible, which meant that you could play your PlayStation 1 games on your PlayStation 2, reliving many of PlayStation's classic games such as Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Metal Gear Solid, and many more. This was a huge selling point that helped the PlayStation 2 over the other consoles such as the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo GameCube. The PlayStation 2 had many accessories and peripherals that helped it reach new levels of fame, from the iToy to the multi-tap and even a network adapter for online gaming. And speaking of online gaming, the PlayStation 2 was one of the first consoles to really embrace the idea of online games, with games like SOCOM 2 and Final Fantasy XI. It paved the way for multiplayer experience we now take for granted. And let's not forget the most important peripheral, the DualShock 2. This controller refined its original design by adding pressure-sensitive buttons and a few more cosmetic differences. The PlayStation 2 was really not afraid to take any risk. The console pushed the gaming industry into the future and set a new bar for video games. But the PlayStation 2 was not simply just a gaming system. For its time, it was a full-on entertainment system. One of the PlayStation 2's best features was its ability to play DVDs right out of the box. This was a game changer at the time. In the early 2000s, not everyone had a DVD player, and suddenly the PS2 was offering the convenience of a 2-in-1 device, and better yet, for a cheaper price than most of the other DVD players on the market. The PlayStation 2's functionality of games and DVDs helped it become one of the best gaming systems ever. And another reason why the PS2 stands out is its insane lifespan. The PS2 wasn't just a flash in the pan. It was a console that lived for almost 15 years. Released in the year 2000, the PS2 continued to receive new titles all the way until 2013. To put that into perspective, the last game on the PlayStation 2 which was Pro Evolution Soccer 2014, came out days before the PS4 was released in the United States. The PS2 lived so long because of its massive popularity, a huge game library with iconic franchises, its ability to play DVDs, which has appealed to an even wider audience, and the fact that it continued to be produced even until after the release of its successor, the PlayStation 3. And because of that longevity, the PS2 became the console that defined a generation. It set the bar for what gaming consoles could do. Let's talk numbers, because when you look at the sales figure, it's clear why the PlayStation 2 is king. Over the PlayStation 2's lifespan, it had reached over 155 million units sold worldwide. That's insane. And considering it was competing with other heavyweights like the Xbox and the GameCube, it's a testament to how beloved and successful this console really was. It wasn't just about having great games or great hardware at the time. It was about the fact that so many people had a PS2, which meant everyone was talking about it, playing it, watching DVDs, and sharing their experiences with it. It ended up creating a huge connected community. So to wrap things up, why was the PS2 the best console ever? Well, it had the best library of games, revolutionary features like the DVD playback, exceptional longevity, record-breaking sales, and a legacy that still influences gaming today. The PlayStation 2 didn't just change the gaming landscape, it defined it. It wasn't just a console, it was a phenomenon. And that's why 20 plus years later, we still look back at the PlayStation 2 as the gold standard in gaming. And that's why the PlayStation 2 holds the title for the best-selling console of all time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just now realizing that the PlayStation 2 is no longer the best-selling system of all time. You're telling me that the King has lost its crown over 20 years? There's no way. That's impossible. What happened? Who overtook the gaming king? Well, why don't you stay tuned for the next video, where we talk about how the Nintendo Switch overtook the king of gaming, aka the PlayStation 2. But what do you guys think? Do you agree that the PlayStation 2 was the best console? Or were there other systems that you think deserve that title even more? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day today.